home to places that make no sense. Locations so hostile, so extreme, so alien that they seem designed to reject human presence entirely. These aren't tourist traps dressed up with warning signs. They're landscapes shaped by volcanic fury, crushing isolation, and conditions that punish every mistake with death. Some hide in plain sight. Others sit at the edge of the known world, waiting. What you're about to see are the places most people will never visit. Not because they can't, but because survival isn't guaranteed. This is Hider Planet, and we're going to the places nobody wants to go. Big Bend National Park, USA. 300,000 acres of empty desert, and you're on your own. Big Bend sits in far west Texas, wedged against the Mexican border, where the Rio Grande carves a massive V-shaped turn northward. That bend created canyons, so deep the sun only touches the bottom for a few hours a day. Santa Elena Canyon's limestone walls shoot straight up 1,500 feet on both sides. In summer, ground temperatures hit 150 degrees Fahrenheit. There are mountain lions, rattlesnakes, and sections where cell service hasn't existed since the invention of cell phones. Big Bend holds the lowest light pollution levels in the continental United States, which sounds romantic until you realize it also means you're hundreds of miles from the nearest hospital. Get hurt here and rescue could take days. Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Imagine standing in a place where the ground is literally melting beneath your feet. The Danakil Depression in northeastern Ethiopia sits 410 feet below sea level and regularly records air temperatures above 130 degrees Fahrenheit. It is one of the hottest inhabited places on the planet. Sulfuric acid pools bubble across the landscape in neon yellows and greens, creating scenes that look ripped from another planet. Toxic gases vent from cracks in the earth without warning. Dozens of tourists and researchers. In 2012, an entire group of visitors was attacked by armed raiders in the region. Danakil doesn't just discourage visitors. It actively tries to destroy them. Tajikistan Pamir Highway. If someone ranked the world's most reckless roads, the Pamir Highway would sit near the top and laugh at everything below it. This is the second highest international highway on Earth, threading through the Pamir Mountains at altitudes above 15,000 feet. There are no guardrails. Long stretches have no asphalt at all, just gravel and prayer. On one side, the Panj River Gorge drops hundreds of feet. On the other side, the sheer cliffs of Afghanistan stare back at you. For centuries, camel caravans and explorers like Marco Polo used the same route. Soviet-era tanks still rust along the roadside, relics of a war that ended decades ago, but left scars the mountains haven't forgotten. Oxygen is thin, medical help is non-existent, and when a rock slide blocks the road, you simply wait, sometimes for days. Skeleton Coast, Namibia. The Sam Bushmen called it the land God made in anger. Portuguese sailors called it the gates of hell. The Skeleton Coast stretches over 300 miles along Namibia's Atlantic shore, and its name comes from the bleached bones of whales and the rusting hulls of shipwrecks that litter the sand. Thick fog rolls in from the cold Benguela Current almost every day, reducing visibility to near zero. Sailors who survived shipwrecks and made it to shore face an even worse fate. Hundreds of miles of barren desert with no water, no food, and no way out. Over 1,000 vessels have wrecked here. The skeletons of some crews were found decades later, miles inland, still walking toward help that never came. Faroe Islands. This is a visual trick that fools your brain. From a certain angle, a lake on the island of Vagar appears to float hundreds of meters above the Atlantic Ocean. The Faroe Islands sit halfway between Norway and Iceland, and they exist in a permanent state of wind, rain, and fog. Before 2004, the village of Gsadler was nearly cut off from civilization. The only way in was climbing mountains over 1,300 feet high. When a tunnel was finally blasted through the rock, fewer than 20 residents remained. Life here isn't about comfort. It's about endurance. The Faroes are proof that some humans chose to settle in places the rest of the world forgot, and stayed anyway. Lake Natron, Tanzania. The water looks like a wound. Lake Natron in northern Tanzania glows in shades of deep red and burnt orange, colored by cyanobacteria that thrive in its alkaline waters. The lake's pH level can reach 10.5, nearly as